Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is I, your old pal, Van Dweller, back with more stupid Tetris Monthly low stack April-Vember. And yeah, we are very, very close to the end of this tournament. Actually, let's take a look. Let's take a look at where we are. Oh shoot! Oh my god! I just ruined the whole thing. I clicked the wrong thing. Let's fast forward it. Ready? I gotta feel. There we go. Okay, yeah, music fine now. Let me move that phone away from my buttons. So yeah, this is the top 16, and yeah, we are well past the top 16. We don't have to look at this ever again. We don't have to remember who used to be in this bracket. Now we can just focus on these people. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do Meme versus Steelce in game number 1. That is our top 8 match out of the red bracket. So I guess that officially makes this a red bracket stream. So I could do a red bracket rant, but I don't know. I always get in trouble when I do my rants, and then I cause problems and rabbit hole. So maybe I'll just be friendly. I'll be an orange bracket stream. All right. And then, okay, so we're going to do Meme versus Steelce. And then the winner of that will eventually take on Miles, not today. Then we're going to do the orange bracket. It's going to be Pixelandy versus Scotto Bozo. And the winner of that will eventually take on Paco is Taco. So that is where we're at. 2 matches. We'll settle our top 4, and then eventually we'll be set up for a nice top 4 stream. So looking forward to that. And it's April 17th, so we're motoring through. Let's take a look at the rules. Players, I want to tell you that this is a 16-player single elimination stupid tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System and NDSE consoles. Players play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics experience statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller. So long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronic or mechanical, biological, turbo only. Players, if you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Problems with OBS or internet or computer or CRT or camera or capture, just keep playing for as long and as well as you can, and I will sort it out, and you can stop playing when I tell you to, okay? Don't pause. The format of this tournament is low stack. That is a setting in Tetris Gym version 6. You just scroll down, you go find that. Set it to B. That will set your board to 11 high. That will impose an 11 high death ceiling. My goodness gracious, how dramatic. But yeah, that'll make it an 11 high board. Level 18 starts all the way through. There will be no same piece sets in this mode because it's not a feature of the cartridge. All of the matches are 7 games. That means the first player to 4 games is the winner of the match. So best of 7. It's not matches are 7 games. It should be best of 7 games. I don't know who wrote this, but clearly some intern. Best of 7. The first 4 games won is the winner of the match. And the winner gets absolutely something. That is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $277.67. The goal is to get to $500. And honestly, nothing happens if we get to that goal, except that I get a signal. I get the message. Like, we want to see more stupid Tetris Monthly. We want to see players playing stupid games to win stupid prizes, and $500 is what it will take to convince me to continue this series. So that is what we should do to try to support it. In the future, I might do goals where, you know, it's a certain amount we only pay the winner, next amount we only pay the top 2, and the next amount we pay top 4. So that way, you know, there's a little incentive. But I'm gonna trust you guys to you know, to do the thing. I'm going to trust you guys to do the thing and get us to $500. We need $222.33 to get there. So 22333. Yeah, 22333. Is that how math works? I don't know. It's a lot of 2s and a lot of 3s. So please put a lot of donations in there with 2s and 3s in it, and that should do it. Anyway, use that Matcherino command while you're watching on Twitch or YouTube live. 22233. There you go. That's what we need. 22233. Use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. And that'll bring up some links. One that says Stupid April, that is one for this tournament. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner of the screen over there, there's a button. It says log in. Click on it. Then you can log in. And you could do that with your already existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. It's so easy. It's like a couple of clicks. It's nothing. And then once you're in, you look on the right side of the screen. There's a button. It's blue. No, it's mustard. There it is. Mustard. You click on that. It'll take you to the land. No, it'll take you to a little thing. What is it? I forgot how to do this. It'll take you to a little square. And in that square are little rectangles. And you fill in those rectangles with text. Then you fill it with the right text. And then you give money. And it results in a contribution. So do that. All the squares and rectangles. That is what you need to do. All right. So that is how to support. I don't know what I'm on today. I drink a lot of milk today. Does that have anything to do with it? Anyway, that is how to support the players. So do that. And if you want to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel going. Just like the people on this slide have done. People like Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, Canine, Tack, Norris, Madels, Burger, N-Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, KMM, Catkit, Javin T, Jason, Sunny, and Mila. These are all people who are doing a huge amount of contribution. We really appreciate it. And thanks to everybody who's contributing. Really appreciate you guys. Now, there's other ways to support us. If you don't like Patreon, that's fine. Use the support command. You can find some of those. For example, PayPal and Streamlabs will allow you to make a recurring contribution, or you could do Venmo and Cash App, and those don't show up as notifications on the stream, but every once in a while I go in and there's something in there and I'm like, man, you know what? People care about what I'm doing, and I get a little tear in the corner of my eye and I feel appreciated. So thank you to everybody who is doing really anything. If you're watching over on YouTube, you can support us with some in-platform ways there. You can do a super chat or a sticker. You can join the channel as a member. You can gift a channel membership. If you're on Twitch, you can contribute bits. You can subscribe to the channel. You can gift a subscription or even multiple subscriptions. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice. But it is use it or lose it, right? Every month. If you don't use it, it goes away. You can't save or stack them, so do not lose them. Use them on us at least once in a while. Okay? Good. I'm going to flop on over to our game scene. We'll get our players all lined up and refreshed. And big Steelce today. Oh, man. What is Steelce doing? Steelce is doing something. Don't worry about flipping. I can flip you. You don't have to worry about it. I will flip you. I can do it. You don't have to do it. I will do it. I'll do it. You don't have to. Yeah, but that's good. I'll flip you upside. I'll do it. All right, I'm flipping you right now. So don't. Okay, good. There you go. Yeah, don't mess around. Like once I've already adjusted, it's really awkward to. All right, but I'm flipping you. Ready? Watch this. You're gonna be amazed. My grasp of technology. Like I literally flipped a human man upside down. Insane. Just through technology. All right, ready? You're gonna be really shocked by this. Ready? Look at this. Watch. Oh my God! Look at what I did. Aren't you proud? Wow. All right. Let me just while I'm here, let's check on your stencil. And you get an A- for stencil. I still see some. Well, here. Let me make sure that that's not. Let's see. We're gonna reset. Yeah, I think you get an A-, but it's close. It's close. This is workable. It's workable. All right. Let's go ahead and get our other player. situated, refresh the whole thing. Although the other player, the other player said, I might not be there. I'll be live in like 10 minutes. So we'll see whether she's around. I mean, I know she's around, but we need her at some point today. There she is. All right. Let's get her moving around. We don't need to flip her upside down. So don't worry. All right, here we go. Oh, you have a big, like a die over there, like a dice. What is that? I want to know what that is. All right. All right, then we'll check stencil. I'm sure. I mean, meme has got to be on stencil, right? I mean, meme's a perfect. Yeah, it's like A+. A+. What's up, Lori? Summer B, do you need me to contact my partner at Matcherino to unban an account? I think they can do that. If so, just go tell me on Discord like what the account is. Like, you should have like an account name with a pound sign and a bunch of numbers after it. And if you paste that to me in a DM, I might be able to get it unbanned. So, let me know. What's up, Lori? Techno Viking. Evesy is here. Tayo. DJ Mr. Burrow. Are CTM associated tournaments actually allowed to end during the month they started? It feels wrong. Listen, we're starting these tournaments like just within a few days of the beginning of the month. We got deadlines now, and we're imposing them. So we're gonna tighten this ship up a little bit. Vandy, I paid for attention. Don't scam me. Did I see? Oh, Evesy. Well, you didn't pay. That was free. You deserve nothing. Peak, thank you for the raid. Party of 11. No, thank you, Evesy, for the prime sub. Appreciate that. She says, yeah, Tetris ding dong. Kat Kunoichi, thank you for your stupid prime. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, it looks like both players are ready. It is Meme. It is Steelce. The winner of this will move on to the semifinals of the 16-player tournament. I am very excited to find out who it is. So let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, Summer B, I can try to find that account and get it unbanned. All right, so let me figure out what Steelce is going to sit. Sometimes you don't know these players. You know, they move around in their chair. You get them lined up, and all of a sudden, they're just moving all around. So let me see if I can. Steelce is huge right now. He's like Godzilla, massive, and so we're gonna try to make him a normal size. And I saw there were some subs gifted. Let me just attend to this little thing that I'm doing, and then I will thank you and the whole thing. Davis with the 21-23 contribution to the Matcherino. Thank you, Davis. Appreciate that. It's going to get us up to 3-2-1-2-3. That's excellent. All right, on the left side, Meme, seed number 3, USA, qualified in with a 1.08 million. That was the average of her best, 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period on low stack 11 high. And, Meme is a 2-time finalist in our stupid Tetris monthly events, most recently in the Crunch Mode tournament. So she's got a chance to get back there to the finals again and finally book a win in one of these things. I mean, I think players really want to win these dumb things. But anyway, you know Meme as the runner-up in the CTWC in 2025. She's a many-time semi-finalist in Masters event and got her first finals appearance. Was it back in... God, was it October? When was that? I'll have to look it up. I don't remember. I'm starting to remember this stuff offhand in a way that I didn't used to. But now I don't remember what was the month where she was a finalist. So no, that maybe was it February? Don't tell me. I'm gonna look it up. But my memory is actually getting better on this. No, it wasn't February. January? It was during the... No, that was Cobra. No, that was... When was this? It was October. Man, I should have just trusted myself. And Meme also, of course, one of the world's greatest Smash Cards players and a real booster of the Smash Cards community. On the right side, it's Steelce, number 6 from the USA, qualified in with a 1.01 million. You know, Steelce from several appearances in Stupid Tetris Monthly. I think he's appeared in every Stupid Tetris Monthly, which makes my heart feel good because STM is kind of like my passion project. And so somebody who shows up every single month and is good enough to get in and compete, that warms my heart a little. So thank you, Steelce. You also know Steelce from a bunch of appearances in Das Masters as well. 186 from Steelce, 239 for Meme. You also know him from, you know, me mispronouncing his name for like his first several months he was here. So that's how else you know him. And he's bopping along. 209 for him and 240 for Meme. Want to shout out Cousin Avi. Thank you so much for your 5 gift subs over on Twitch. Really appreciate that. They went to AJ, my boy, Pappy Druid, Dragonheart, Magsy, and MDS MVP. So anyway, what are we doing here? This is Stupid Tetris Monthly Low Stack. And this is a mode where you can set a kind of an abbreviated, truncated play field. It is 11 high. So that blue line on the board right now, that is a top out line. If you stack above that line, even for a moment, even if, you know, you stack above it and it clears lines below it to get your stack below that line, doesn't matter. You cannot even for a moment utilize any of the space above that line by stashing a piece there or using anything above it for a line clear. So that is an immediate top out. So players got to play low. They got to take the burns. They got to play safe. And they got to plan ahead. Tetris here for Steelce 293, 326 for Meme. This is a best of 7, so the first player to 4 wins is the winner of the match. And as far as the world record in this mode, not a lot of documentation, probably because it's not really been played all that much. But I do know that the highest score achieved in qualifiers, the highest single score, was Pixelandy, who got a 1.4 in this mode, and we had several players also get max outs. 373 for Meme, 303 for Steelce. Meme defeated Sylar Citrus in round number 1, and Steelce defeated Rorschach in round number 1 to get to this top 8 meeting. The winner of this will take on Miles in the semifinals. You know, Miles the Great. 408 for Meme, 349 for Steelce. So Meme into 19, 414. Steelce is in at about high 300s. So it's close. Meme getting up pretty high on this board. So this is kind of dependent. So we'll see how she can handle this. And she could really use a bar like right now. And no, that is going to be a top out for Meme at 419. So she had a bit of a snarl over that Tetris well, you could see, caused her to have to stack up on the left side, and it was just too covered and not enough room to clear it all away. So Meme going to top out. That means Steelce is good in game number 1. You are good. You are literally good. All right, he's got his water, his well-traveled water bottle. We have like way too many. We have way too many water bottles in this house. Like, we just somehow keep acquiring them, given to us or whatever. So none of them really get a lot of action, right? All right. Well, looks like they're both on the same. No, they're not. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, no same piece sets in this mode, by the way. We just got a 3, 2, 1 Texas. Can't believe it. 3, 2, 1 Texas in the chat. What the heck? That bodes well. This will be a match and a half. $73,000 for me, 34,000 for Steelce. For STM, it should be 3, 2, 1, duh, says Mr. Brain. I don't think anyone said duh since like 1988, but I'll put that on the. I will escalate this feedback to our executive team. We can't promise you a reply, but they take all suggestions seriously. 121 for Meme, 105 for Steelce. $148 for me, 133 for Steelce. Gleiser says, I got called a doofus last week. Haven't heard that in a long time. Yeah, doofus. Yeah, what are people saying now instead of duh? Like, I don't know if there's an equivalent. What are people saying now? You kids gotta let me know. I'm an old man, not up on all the young people's argot and whatnot. 213 for Steelce, 230 for Meme. Super Mark says, I saw this video about 2000s slang the other day and it made me feel really old. Do you remember any of these salient items of 2000s slang? Oh, people don't say bomb.com anymore? Yeah, that's the bomb.com. I guess they don't say that anymore. $246 Meme, 264 Steelce. Lame sauce or awesome sauce or anything sauce. They don't. Yeah, anything sauce. Nothing. No sauce. Left well Tetris for Meme. She's at 272, 288 for Steelce. Cool Beans. I don't know that I ever said cool beans. To me, that was like, no offense to anyone who loves cool beans, but I thought that was cringe from the very beginning. You like cool beans. All right, that's fine. You know, different people have different things they like. Hudson Boyer wants to bring back cool beans. All right, Steelce going to uncover that right side long bar in Tetris. 350 for him, 322 for Meme. Steelce is a little bit ahead in lines, though, so this is a virtual dead heat. You like it more than awesome sauce? Yeah. I don't know if this is really early 2000s, but I'm kind of like, I think this is more like early 2010s or late, you know, 20-aughts. But like people calling someone a rock star, like, oh, he's a customer service rock star, or he's a customer service ninja. Like they don't do that anymore. Do they do that anymore? I think you see that on LinkedIn. Some people still do that on LinkedIn. If you ever go on that godforsaken platform, you'll see that. Oh, we're looking for rock stars only. 441 for Meme, 429 for Steelce. You still see Rockstar? We're looking for a marketing rock star. You know, like, oh, Christ. Like, come on. Like, next. 433 for Steelce. 464 for Meme. And I guess it is a red bracket rant, so cover your ears. Long bar Tetris for Steelce. He's at 460. 470 for Meme. Code Ninja? Yeah. Are you a code ninja? $486 for Meme, 503 for Steelce. Meanwhile, they don't want rock stars, because rock stars are, you know, also the brilliant jerks, right? So we're not supposed to like the brilliant jerks, but that's, I mean, what is a rock star if not a brilliant jerk? $543 for Steelce. So they don't want rock stars. They don't. All right, Steelce 558, Meme 578. All right, Meme using every row of that column 1 and 2. All right, Steelce a little in clean up mode a little bit. Ay, ay, ay. Do people still say bangin'? That's bangin'. I don't know if they still say that. No, they say bussin'. Do people still say bussin'? I don't even know a person that actually has ever said that, like, unironically. I've never heard someone actually say it. All right, Meme trying to stay flat, trying to stay low, down stacking here. She's going to open up that right side. She's now Tetris ready. Blocks the well just as the bar comes in, but here comes another one. Tetris for Meme, 704, 743 for Steelce. Now remember, we do have all the way until level 39. So if players can play beyond level 29, then they can. But Steelce right here, 814, one Tetris available before 29 hits. Steelce tapping on a keyboard, so we'll see what he can do. And not sure what he's going to be able to do here. And that is going to be a top 4 for Steelce at 852. The chase down target for Meme is 853. She is rolling. Now, you would expect 29 wouldn't be all that different in this mode. So this is the advantage where rolling really has if you get to 29. That's why it can behoove rollers to maybe play a little bit less, risky in the early levels. But she needs to get to 853. Really, any 852 will do it. But yeah, so rollers generally can get away with playing a lot more conservatively in the early levels, so they can then make up, survive longer and use their skill advantage when it comes to 29 and beyond. All right, Meme trying to knock this down. Can she get a bar? She's not going to hold out forever for it. She goes right down into down stack mode. And she gets a Tetris down the middle, and that is going to do it. And Meme breathing a sigh of relief. Yeah, not a given at all. None of this is a given. You don't have room to stash pieces high on the left, so wow. So great concentration from Meme, gets it done. And she's going to tie this at a game apiece. So there you go. Intense. Tell me this is not intense. I mean, you can type those words, I guess. All right, players, when you need a moment, if you need a moment, you can take it. I'm going to open up this delicious Gatorade Zero Grape. It is intense. Right. There you go. I was at HEB. I tried to find the Gatorade Zero Cucumber Lime, and they didn't have it at HEB. So I'm going to have to go to... Dan V says this is not intense. Oh, Dan V, you're supposed to be on my side. The disunity will not stand. Oh, I suppose I got to pay him for March, so this is like protest. That's what it is. It's all about those dollars. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Tied at a game apiece. Let us go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Dan V says, on the contrary, I find it tense. That's good. All right, you're back. You're fine now. You are now in good standing. Yeah, Gatorade, if you're out there, I mean, Tetris players need to hydrate. Tetris Time says, my brain could never play this. I mean, your brain could play it. The first one, Cousin Avi, not the second one. 55,000 for Meme, 76,000 for Steelce. It's like asking a bird to walk. Oh, it's like clipping your wings. Tetris Time. I mean, keeping the stack low has advantages. All right, 123 for Meme, 86,000 for Steelce. So yeah, we're up to 321.23 in the prize pool, courtesy of Amy and Davis. So I missed the one from Amy earlier, but thank you so much, Amy. She said, Maturino works. Wow. And then Davis came in. So that got us up to 32123. So thank you for that. Now, one of these was an amount that made it exactly 300. So I have a guess as to who that was. I just have a guess, you know. $222 for Meme, 127 for Steelce. We are 170. Wait, no, 178. 73, right? 178.73 away. Is that how math works? A fan of Sparta? No, it's just Summer B likes these evening amounts, these amounts that even the prize pool, like even numbers. All right, Steelce here in a bit of a thing. Got just enough room for that long bar. The T to open up the right. And taking the burns, get a very full board. Yes, that S fits, and a long bar in Tetris for Steelce. So well done, 163. What's going on, Duke? Another Tetris for Steelce, 185. All right, me going a little aggro here, kind of waiting out some of the pieces to fill in that middle, but she's going to get some pieces here to burn this away. So she's going to open up the right side. She's got a Tetris well waiting, and a skimming a Tetris for me. 348. Tetris Steelce 256. Steelce is 7 lines apart and 94,000 points back. It's 4.5 Tetrises approximately. Yeah, maybe 4 1/3. Actually, Vandy, it was 4.32. All right, so Meme kind of gambling here. Oh my goodness. Wow, Meme staying alive. Long bar goes in. There's a double. That'll help. And now Meme still alive. So yeah, a little adjust there for Meme. Couple pieces away. We got one piece away. Uncovers that right side. Got a Tetris well. And just waiting out the bar. Yeah, blocked the well. I'm not sure if I think that might have been kind of a ghost burn, maybe. So 372 for her, 359 for Steelce. This has allowed Steelce to get right back into it. Of course, Steelce is still like 5 lines away. There we go. Finally, Tetris for me. Dig never done until you get the Tetris. Doesn't matter how low, you got to get that Tetris for closure. All right, so great survival for Meme. And Tetris for Meme 420. 407 for Steelce into 19. And Meme is in 423. Long bar in Tetris 447. There's one Steelce 437. So Steelce ahead 7 lines, back by 10,000 points. And Tetris Meme 475. All right, Tetris. Meme 532. Steelce 526. Still ahead about 7-8 lines, something like that. Meme, Tetris ready, flat. Taking the burns. And getting drought a little bit. Now, players are going to get different droughts and different piece distributions because they are not on same piece sets. That is not an option here. So, in any given game, you know, one player can get a bit hosed by RNG, but you know, it's why one of the reasons we're going 7 games, just to even that out a little bit. There's nothing we could do. Either that or we just don't hold STM, really. So I'd prefer to hold it and then do what we can to mitigate that kind of stuff. Long bar, left side, Meme 598, Steelce 581, right side Tetris for him 614. All the early days of Masters were all non-same piece sets because it just that system was either not in place or not widespread. And then when we went to the prize pool era, we really had to make sure everybody had access to the gym cart with the same piece sets. So man, we went on I don't know, Pumpy's here, but he remembers we went on a big campaign and I mailed out like hundreds and hundreds of dollars of carts to players back then. So we could continue to have this event and make it fair. 674 for Meme, 694 for Steelce. Tetris Steelce 739. Level 28. Meme now into 28 at 688. Back by about 52, 53,000, something like that. Steelce into 29. Let's see what he can do here. Tapping on the keyboard. That's a top out for Steelce, 751. So Meme into 29. Tetris is here worth 36,000. She needs to get to 752. That would clinch it. And this is a tough board, but he's kind of figuring it out. And this board is coming down. So really, I mean, she potentially can single and double this out, of course. And she now has a low safe board, at least as low and as safe as you can be in this mode. And there we go. And Meme with the chase down. She is going to take game number 3 and go up 2 games to 1. So Meme with the rolling, using the post 29 levels to her advantage. And that is going to do it for game number 3. All right, both players have already signaled ready for game number 4. So let us get them going on that one. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Remember, this is a best of 7. Meme says, I would be at 0 to 3 if it weren't for 29. That is true. Steel's calling for 29 cap. Steelce, you just got to get good. You got to do that keyboard rolling, I guess. But no, I mean, you can do very, very well as a tapper and even a roller. I mean, for goodness sake, I keep saying this, just not because, you know, it's like, oh, it's an amazing thing, but even I, your old pal Van Dweller, have a high 800 in this mode, okay? Even I. So the potential is there to win a few games. And, you know, if you can win a few games, then you could potentially win a match. So remember, it is first to 4. Tetris meme, 83. Jungle Cook rooting for Steelce. All right, Steelce is just in his own world. And I would like to visit. I would like to visit. Tetris time is here. It says demolishing this Tres Leches cake right now. Sounds great. Hannes, what are you doing? I don't understand what you're doing with the. Why are your chats coming through as asterisk? What does that mean? I don't know what you're doing or why. I mean, it's fine. It's not hurting anyone, but I just don't get it. I'm very slow on the uptake, so sometimes things need to be explained to me that don't have to be explained to normal humans. Do 60 for Steelce, 141 for meme. Yeah, I think we got to get Steelce out to a live event. I don't know if that's possible. You know, only plays on keyboard, but somehow we got to make this happen. Of course, I got to get out to a live event. It's been years for me, I think. Like Lone Star 2024. That's the last time. One of these years. 342 for Steelce, 227 for meme. Steelce with a big lead right now, 140,000 points almost. Now, this is generally, big disparity like this, often RNG related. Oh, that's one thing I meant to do is get the piece count checker on the screen so I could display that. I'll write it down. $425 for Steelce, 283 for meme. Long bar in for meme. Meme is into 19, 353. G Mart with the 1,111 bits contributed to the channel. Thank you, G Mart. Presumably, this means you are on an 11 stream streak. 442 for Steelce, 403 for Meme. A couple lines apart. So all in all, not too far apart. All right, Meme taking the burns. She's tempted to kind of set up with that L piece. We thought better of it. 424 for Meme, 455. You know, if Longbar comes, you know, she's got that set up. She can, you know, just hang that L piece up and take the Tetris, but you know, didn't get it. 458 for Meme, 462 for Steelce. Steelce got a high center, and now that left side, an overshift with that square, and that is going to put Steelce into kind of immediate emergency mode. We'll see what he can do. Oh, that left side is just unworkable. That is going to be a top out for Steelce at 468, and Meme is good. In game number 4, she's going to go up 3 games to 1. Steelce says, bro, I misdrapopped with Das and I misered up with Tap Sob. Miserdop. Oh man, it's so sad. Well, Meme is now up 3 games to 1. And they are both now ready. Steelce got his fountain soda. Meme just waiting. Let's get him started. Game number 5. Meme is on match point. If she wins this one, she will advance. Steelce has got to win out to make it into the semifinals. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Zook, I think I missed your tier 1 sub. Thank you, Zook. Appreciate that. You guys know I never knowingly or purposely ignore support. So if I miss it, it's just, you know, I'm a little busy here, okay? I'm trying to look at Tetris, manage a stream. I have very limited cognitive capacity. Do it like Wordle. I don't know what that means. I know what Wordle is. I don't know what doing it like Wordle would mean. What does that mean? Doing it like Wordle? Oh my God, Summer B. What would that even mean? You got it in 3 tries today. I hadn't played Wordle for, I don't know, like maybe a year or so until about a week ago. And then I played. And I got like 2 back-to-back 3s, and I think I got a 2. Did I get a 2? Let me look. Why do I remember getting a 2? Now I don't even know what's true or not. $155 for me, $141 for Steelce. Zook says, FYI, wafflegame.net is a better game than Wordle. Other people like Scrandle. I can just play the normal. Can I just play the normal Wordle? Although I do like some of the other Wordles. I mean, there used to be, I had a whole routine of playing like 8 different variants of Wordle, like Squirtle and whatever the one with a map is, like Country Wordle. Was there ever a Tetris Wordle? I mean, this is what I'm saying. Tetris company, you should have been on that Wordle trend. There's a game with different colored blocks in it. How did you not get into that? But oh, we definitely have big plastic blocks at Costco. 247 for meme, 267 for Steel. Steel says long bar dependent on the left side. And this is, he's kind of pre-yikesing here. The teeth are bared. He's fighting through it, though. All right, so Steel's is gonna survive. He's at 280. Long bar gets in 302. 322 meme. I mean, of course, the time to strike was during the time of darkness in 2020, 2020, 2021. That was the time. All right, meme was getting up a little bit high. But it's able to knock it down, get a Tetris. 372, 373 steals. So we are super close. Those steals is 4 lines ahead. Something like that. Angle WTF, good game. What was the one? It was Agger.io. I used to love that game. And then they kind of ruined it. But at the beginning, it was really good. I feel like they ruined it though. I don't remember how they ruined it. I just remember I played it early, and then they made some changes, and it wasn't as enjoyable. And I don't remember what the changes were because it was so long ago, and I don't care. I guess it's not important enough for me to retain why. Well, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have remembered. 431 for Steelce 19. 452 meme. Steelce gets one. Meme gets one. I don't know what that game is, Hannes. I never heard of that. I don't want to say something out loud that I don't know what it is. There's all kinds of, booby traps in this chat. People are always trying to get me to say stuff that it's like cringy or bad. Steelce is in kind of trouble, but he gets a bar and gets the dirty Tetris. He did not have a lot of space left for any other pieces, but lucked out and got it. So he's still fighting. 554 and 555 from meme. Tetris steals 615, 569 meme. Oh, adjust for meme with the long bar to make room for that Z piece. 628. Steelce gritting his teeth, still fighting. Should this man still be alive? I don't know, but he is. 655. Long bar in Tetris Steelce. 687. All right, got a good place there for a square. Makes it. And he's going to open up the right side again. Fighting it down. And he's going for the Tetris. He knows what the deal is, and he just can't wait any longer. So he takes the burn, sets back up for the Tetris, has to block, and of course gets the bar right when he can't use it for the Tetris. The long bar gets in. Oh, the pullback from Steelce, 741. Tetris meme, 774. And this is really a heroic effort here for Steelce. He is behind a bit. He's going to get a Tetris. 779, 812 for meme. Steelce has just got a Tetris out if he can. And he's stacking for one. One would give him the temporary lead here. But meme still stacking. And Steelce is going to... Oh, he gets the skim and the Tetris. 854. But meme got one as well. And meme is the winner of this match, 4 games to 1. Steelce was really toe-to-toe right toward the end into 29. And that was a great performance from Steelce. Really gutty and gritty. I mean, really, it seems like there are at least 4 times he should have topped out in that last game alone, but he didn't. So really, really huge performance from him. So GG's Steelce. That was really, really good. But it will be meme moving on. So we congratulate our good friend meme. I will go ahead and report this. We'll watch her mulling it out. She's almost got the max out, and she's got room to go, actually. So we'll see if she wants to mullen this out and how far she can go. And Steel's like, nope. I've had enough. All right, she's at A70. Tetris goes down. B14, that's 1.1. Opens up that right. Tetris goes down. Meme B62. Look at that. Tetris for her. C08, that's a 1.2. I mean, I think this is bigger than anything she did in her qualifier. And it doesn't matter. There's meme. Your stupid Tetris Monthly Braco. Why did it say taco? Oh, that's from Paco is Taco. You are not a taco. You are a meme. Oh, that's kind of funny. It just says taco. There you go. You are a mime. So, yeah, amazing. Congratulations, meme. We will see you in the semifinals. And again, congratulations, Steelce, for a great, great match. Yeah, let's show you where we... Oh, no, that's not the one. Show you this one. And I'm sure it will come up any moment now. There it is. So Meme versus Miles are going to be in the semifinals. Huge, huge deal right there. I'm just going to go ahead and set up our next match. We'll run a couple ads. It should be a couple minutes, and then we'll be here for Scotto and Pixelandy. Alrighty, Roo folks, I am back. We got Scotto warming up here. Let's see if the other individual is around. Let us hope. Well, I don't know where he's going to be. I don't know if he's going to be a dog. He's going to be the other one. Where is he going to be? The alt Pixelandy. Let's see if he's over there. He is. All right, we found him. We found him. What is that picture of? Oh, yeah, that's like him and Dog and Alex T, I think. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that. All right, big Scotto, little Andy. All right, we'll try to equalize them a little bit if we can. Okay. Blue Scooty says Scotto is rolling now. Scotto says, I've been rolling for a while, just never as consistent as might ask. Blue Scooty, you do not, I'm sure you do not regret not playing in this tournament, right? This is brutal. Have you been watching any of this? Players are like, they're ready to quit Tetris after playing this. All right, players, or fans, actually, just a quick reminder, we do have a prize pool. Looking to get to $500, and then I'll start barking at you. 321.23 is where we're at, so we need $178.77, somewhere in there, 178.77, I think would be good. So please do help us out. Use that Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. And, you know, click on the one for Stupid April and whatever you could do. $1, $2, $5, $10. We only have one more broadcast after this to get it done, so please do consider helping us out. All right, players, as soon as you are both ready, you can ready up, and we'll start. I'm going to give these both a refresh. Just to be sure. All right, remember level 39 super kill screen. They both got it. Good. And it looks like they're both ready. So Pixelandy, you know he's ready because he's walking around. So let us go ahead and get him started. Pixelandy versus Scotto Bozo. It's a best of 7. The winner moves to the semifinals in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left side of your screen, Pixelandy, seed number 1 from the United States of America. That number 1 seed, he qualified in with a 1.33 million. That was the average of his best 2 games, 11 high, played in a 1-hour qualifying period, the highest overall qualifier, of course, and the highest individual score at 1.4 million. He had a 1.4 to 1.2. As far as we know, that's the highest score recorded in this mode. I don't know, unless somebody has information that I don't have, which is entirely probable. But yeah, as far as we know. Anyway, he was ranked number 8 in the most recent Premier poll for open tournament play. Nothing to do with Stupid Tetris Monthly, but he was ranked number 8, and you can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. And he is a winner of a Stupid Tetris Monthly. He has actually won a Stupid Tetris Monthly, and he's looking to make it back-to-back. He was the winner of Crunch Mode. He went up against Meme. Was it Meme? It was Meme in the finals. And he is looking to make it back-to-back. Pixelandy, of course, you know, as a 5-time Masters event winner. And a, what, is it 9 times? 9 times. Is it 9 DAS Masters now? I think it's 9. It's a lot. He's our reigning DAS Masters champion. He won our Mega Dasters event in 2025. Also a multi-time CTWC high finisher, including runner-up in 2020. And he is the winner of last year's Jonas Cup as well, and one of the Game Crashers. Pixelandy, 190 for him, 151 for Scotto. Scotto, seed number 9 from the United States of America, qualified in with a 905 average, and he is a Stupid Tetris Monthly winner. And a lot of you guys don't even know this. Like, wait, when did he win? Let's see, he didn't, because it's like, well, Dog won no next box, and Knight won no long bars, and Andy won crunch, and Zoltan won no rotation. So when did Scotto win? No, Scotto won the second ever Stupid Tetris Monthly when we did it as like a once a year multi-mode championship. That was back in 2021. So Scotto is a Stupid Tetris Monthly champion. That was all the way back in 2021. He defeated E-Flat in the finals of that one. And that's when it was, you know, it was like counter picks and different modes. And there's like a whole menu of modes that you could choose, and your opponent could deny, you know, kind of veto some of the modes, and it was a whole thing. Scotto was the winner. Scotto is also a multi-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. His first one was in 2019, and he played the 3 years after that as well. He was also in the Silver Bracket in 2023 and 24, and he won the Silver Bracket in 2023. And you may also know him as a world record holding speedrunner in the Ratchet and Clank series of games and speedruns. You can find him over at speedrun.com, I think just under Scotto Bozo. So go find him there. 353 for Pixelandy, 332 for Scotto. Now, the mode here is low stack. There is a line on the board. It's 11 high, so you can fit 11 rows underneath it. Players are disallowed from stacking above that. Dano222 with the 2222 Canadian Super Chat says, go Andy. Thank you, Dano. Appreciate that. So anyone who stacks even for a split second above that line, no part of that line up there is usable. If you stack above it, even just to burn a line that brings it below it, doesn't matter. You will register an immediate top out. So that's a thing. Players do top out a lot early in this one, at least so far in the earlier rounds. Now we're getting later in the rounds. Matches will probably last a bit longer. And there's no same piece sets in this mode because it's not a feature on the cartridge. We can't do it. So the choice is, well, we can either run it without same piece sets, or we could just never do anything. And we chose to do something. So, you know, there are trade-offs and everything, but it is best of 7. So that should mitigate to some extent the early top outs and the RNG, potential RNG difference. So best of 7. 457, Pixelandy, 479 for Scotto. Hana says, I would like to see the stats for getting an easy first Tetris versus not getting an easy first one. How often you win? My hypothesis is it accounts for at least 2% of the wins. I don't know. I truly don't know. I won't make a whole ass study on it I just stated my hypothesis! Exclamation point. All right, all right. I gotcha. It's just a hypothesis. My word. Sergio says, what's up with that line? I literally just spent like 2 minutes explaining what that line is. The line is a top-out line. You may stack up to, but not over that line. If you do, it registers as an immediate top-out. So that makes the board functionally 11 high, but you can move pieces around up on that. You know, use the top of that board to position your pieces. But you have to keep the stack under it. 602 for Pixelandy, 573 for Scotto. Mr. Brain says, I never feel that non-SPS games are strongly affected by different RNG. The best players win regardless. Yeah, over the course of a match, generally it evens out. It doesn't have to even out. I'm sure, you know, if we had been running same piece sets back in the day, which wasn't possible, that maybe some of these results might have been different. Hard to say. But yeah, back in the old days, we didn't have same piece sets, so we just did what we could. And when we got it eventually, we just furnished as many players as possible with cartridges. 676 for Pixelandy, 620. I sent cartridges like all over the world, like $60 of postage just to send the thing. But you know, if we're gonna do prize pool, then we got to make it as fair as possible, and so it was worth it. $661 for Scotto, 727 for Pixelandy. First time chatter, Ray Fall, welcome. All right, Pixelandy going to take a triple. He's at 740. Scotto at 702. Andy does appear to be rolling, as you would expect here on 19 plus. Scotto, I think, still dancing. Scotto, oh, that left side. So he switches to rolling really quick to try to get a bar in there if he can get a bar. And no, he is not going to be able to wait long enough to get the bar. But you can see the rolling switch happened. He doesn't feel 100% reliable with that rolling. So sticking with Das on post 19. But anyway, that is going to be game number 1 for Pixelandy. Oh, well, Andy has now beat my 11 high PB. Stack up for 2. Can you possibly stack up for 2? Let's see if he'll do it. Let's see if he can get there. All right, he's just going to get that max out. He's going to start a max streak. All right, there. He's got the max. See how he can go. I mean, this is tough. No, that's going to be top for Andy, but it's good enough. All right. Both players are instantly ready. That's what you like to see. Let's go. Game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Three, two, one, two, three. Use that Matcherino command if you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. And that will bring up the link where you can go to support the players by contributing to the prize pool. Looking to get to $500. No incentives this time, but in the future, in STMs, you know, we're going to set a $500 goal with overall goal with increments, right? So maybe if it's up to a certain level, we'll pay one player. If it reaches the second level, we'll pay, you know, both finalists. And then once you get to the final one, we'll pay the top 4. I think we got to keep STM, I think, at 16 players generally, unless it's a really high demand one. But this one was not high demand. which is a little disappointing to me because I was pretty excited about this mode, but I think it was just kind of unfamiliar. And did I say familiar? Unfamiliar. But I don't know. I think I've been really enjoying it so far. I think it's been pretty challenging for the players. So to me, success. Tetris Scotto 128. There's an adjust for Scotto. All right, Scotto may be going to stack on the left. See how it goes. Pixelandy was piled pretty much as high as he could over on the left side. He gets a Tetris 152. Scotto sets up left well, gets it. Bang Tetris for Scotto. And he's staying over there. He is setting up kind of Akibar column 2 style. And taking the burn and the Tetris. We'll see how long he stays over here. And he'll go for at least one more, if not two more. Stands up the J piece, gets the Tetris 221. And we're going to look for an efficient transfer here if he can get it. And yeah, he said if he can get a bar real quick, this would be a perfect transfer. And he will get the perfect transfer. And yeah, very well done by Scotto, 243. Very satisfying. Yeah, he approves. He's like, yep, that was what I wanted. $266 Scotto, $229 for Pixelandy. Tetris Scotto 312 through 68, so he's on pace for maybe about a 600K 19 transition. Pixelandy on pace for about a 460, mid 400s. So we'll see how it shakes out in the back half of 18. All right, a little bit of traffic here for Scotto. But he's keeping it flat. He's taking the burns when he's got to. Opens up the right. Long bar in. Tetris for Scotto, 344. Oh, Mr. Brain found a Vitz. I guess I missed the Vitz. Oh, adjust for Andy to get Tetris ready with the bar. Vandy, are you looking forward to a particular meal? Yeah, there's no meal in particular that I'm looking forward to. Maybe my procrastination sandwich. That's my giant meaty breakfast sandwich that I've been like loading with eggs recently to try to get some more choline. I've been eating I'm trying to eat a ton of eggs because yeah, the choline is like, you know, hypothesized will help you sleep, and that's what I have noticed. Like, I have noticed that since I've including more eggs, my sleep is like on point. I used to really have some sleep problems, and I noticed, well, I stopped eating eggs, and it's supposed to help. So I ate a bunch of eggs, and now sleeping like, I don't know why they say sleeping like a baby, because they seem to wake up every 2 hours and pee themselves. I'm not doing that. Well, not that much. But I'm sleeping well. Yeah, try eating eggs. The yolk is where the good stuff is. All right, Andy going to take that triple, 465. Scotto into 19 at about 500 flat. Andy's in at about 467. You remember hearing that you shouldn't eat more eggs per week, so that could be outdated. I am not a doctor, so please check with your health professional. Or just go by whatever people on YouTube tell you. That's what I do. 560 for Scotto. And then if like one of the guys disagrees with like my preconceived notions, then I just keep trying to find someone until someone agrees with what I already think. That's what I do. 517 for Pixelandy. 565 for Scotto. Scotto. Oh, no, and he couldn't get the bar. He got the bar that he needed, but he could not get it over there. He tried to get the quick tap or the hyper tap or double quick tap or whatever over there, but that was like 8 high. So, I mean, I guess that could have gone there with full DAS, right? Was that 8 high? Or no, it was 9 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 9 high. So I think that needs a quick tap. So. Wow. So that is a top out for Scotto, and Pixelandy is good in game number 2. All right, both players are ready. Game number 3, Pixelandy up 2-0. Scotto did great for a while there, but man, that was a tough spot. And he got the bars that he needed. Just needs to be able to nail that quick tap over there. Well, did he need a quick tap for 9 high over column 3? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Because I don't have a quick tap, I couldn't quick tap if my life depended on it. But he got the bars, and he tried to get it over. And if he had, that would have been miraculous. That would have been Line Spin Media worthy. I would have resurrected Line Spin Media just to post that. What if my life did depend on it? Yeah, I would be not alive anymore. That's what would have happened. The winner of this will take on Paco is Taco out of the blue bracket in the semifinals. Paco played very, very well. Salty Seaman says, man, I love sleep. I can drink caffeine all day and still drift off whenever I want. I'm kind of the same way. I am kind of the same way. All right, Scotto on the left well. And he is set up and gets it. And he's probably going to stay over there again. That's my guess. And he might even be forced over there again. He's at 180. Even after all these years, I still do not feel comfortable stacking into a left well. It's just something. It's like riding. Well, it's, you know, you ever see the video of the guy? I don't know, probably not. But he like inverted the handlebars on the bicycle so that turning them left turns the bike right and vice versa. That's how I feel when I'm stacking on the left well. I feel a little disoriented. All right, Scotto gets a skim. Long bar in there, 246 for him, 299 for Andy. So Scotto builds out that left side, and he's now ready again, waiting for the bar, getting a bar, gets a Tetris, 270 for him. Like, I was, I don't know. This is such trash. I was at HEB the other day, and I saw that somebody's making like some zero sugar caffeinated milk, but it's like flavored milk with caffeine in it. It's really just a protein drink, but they're making it seem like it's milk. I gotta admit, I really liked the cookies and cream flavored milk with caffeine in it. It was, what was it called? Spilt, S-P-Y-L-T. That was the brand. But I'm probably not going to drink it anymore. I mean, unless they want to sponsor the channel. But I have this thing where every couple of, I don't know, once or twice a year, I just have this insane craving for strawberry flavored milk. It's like once or twice a year, and so I just have to get it. And then they had a strawberry flavored caffeinated milk, so I'm like, well, I gotta try this. It wasn't as good as actual strawberry milk, though. Gotta admit. 435 for Scotto into 19. 438 Pixelandy. He is set up in column 9. He's going to take a couple of triples into 19 at 450. That's you with Boba. You had 3 in the past week. And sometimes, you know, because I'm inside a lot lately, I think I'm just craving milk in general because I've been drinking milk like a fiend. And also because I think I have a fractured, like some sort of fractured bone that I'm getting dealt with. I think my body wants the calcium. So I've been drinking milk whenever I feel like it. 542 for Scotto, 470 for Pixelandy. All right, Scotto in the middle. That left side for Scotto is concerning, so he's going to want to. He doesn't really have any burns, so he's going to need a bar or chopping something. There's the dirty Tetris for Scotto, left well, like 3 or 4 rows up. So he's at 590. Andy is at 488. But Scotto has got to bring this down. He's still got 50 lines before 29, but this is just awkward stack to play right here. He's chopping it. All right, he's ready to build again. And he is built, and he is Tetrising. Scotto, good sequence there, 635. Andy, 554. Another Tetris Scotto. Tetris Scotto again. Kind of throws me off when the color of the line changes, that row 11 line. 595, Pixelandy 735. Scotto. So Scotto with a good lead. Tetris Andy 637. Now Scotto is 8 lines ahead, so that's 2 Tetris's worth of points potentially that Pixelandy can make up. All right, Andy taking the nice burn here. Good discipline for Andy, as you would expect. Scotto is set up. Long bar in Tetris for him. 816. 685. Pixelandy's 8 lines back. So Scotto, one more Tetris available before 19, and he's going to get it, and he's going to make the roll switch right now. We'll see if he can eke out some more points with rolling here. And no, he is not going to be able, unless he can get a bar left. And no. Top out for Scotto at 855. Chase down for Andy. 856 is what he needs. 856 is the target. Tetris is here worth 36,000 points. So it's going to be about 3 Tetrises and change. Does not have to get it all by way of Tetris, of course, because he's got plenty of time before level 39. So he can really pick and choose his spots if he so chooses. He can choose if he chooses. That's what I just said. Wow. All right. Andy, 766. So he's within 100,000 points. That S to the right is not going to help. So he's got to chop down. Scotto catching some Z's while he can. He doesn't want to watch. He's like, just wake me when it's over. What I love about this is just seeing players lock in like you never see them lock in. That's been the theme so far for me. It's like watching the players do that. Andy, 817. So he's within a Tetris now. Does not have to get this again by way of the Tetris. He's still got 30-something lines. And line clears are going to be, worth like over 1,000 points. So this can just be chipped in with singles. And that is going to do it. Pixelandy is good in game number 3. And he will chase this down. And he is up 3-0 over Scotto, who is, all these DAS and tap players are putting these rollers through their paces and putting pressure on them, which, I don't know, I think it's kind of fun to see that. So, all right, well, players can take a moment if they need it, but top player privilege, yeah, all the top players get to roll. That is the privilege. Pixelandy says kill screen chase downs are horrendous on this mode. Holy. Yeah, GG. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be the consensus, that it's very intense and hard to do. And you can see, I mean, you can see these players like locking in like they've never locked in before. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4. Pixelandy looking to seal it up right now. Scotto, got to go one game at a time. Who's going to look to win this one? 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Two great stupid champions facing off in this one. Pixelandy with the win in STM Crunch mode. Scotto Bozo, the winner of Stupid Tetris Monthly Annual Champion and Championship in 2021. Tetris for Scotto, 93,000. Pixelandy, 74. So yeah, what you are seeing, I mean, is a lot of the non-rollers, outpacing the rollers in the 18 and 19 phases, and then the rollers chasing down. Now that could be deliberate strategy on the part of the rollers to take it a little bit easy because they know they've got that post 29 ability. But as you heard Andy say, these chase downs are horrendous. So, I don't think these chase downs are a given. Like, just because they're rolling and all that, I mean, seems to be a pretty tough thing. Tetris for Pixelandy, 182. And there's one Scotto, 194. All right, Pixelandy using all 11 of those rows in columns 1 and 2. What's up, Chen? Welcome. Oh, I thought I was muted and I was drinking my Gatorade like right into the microphone. So you guys can enjoy that. Sorry about that. I was like, whoops. I thought I was muted. $243 Pixelandy, 270 for Scotto. He had kind of a VIT setup, but started tucking some other stuff in there. And that is going to work out as he gets Tetris ready and gets a Tetris. 294 for him. You couldn't hear the Gatorade? Oh, well, let me let me gurgle it a little harder. You could hear me imitating the... Oh, yeah. Well, it was better. Gatorade, if you're out there, we need sponsors. We're trying to keep this thing alive. And we're trying to keep Tetris players alive with the power of electrolytes. So if you're an electrolyte drink sponsor, I'm all for it. I'm all yours. Let's go. Tetris Pixelandy 378. What do you mean, Mr. Brain? They're moving. Yeah, they just changed. They're changing. A Tetris flavored Gatorade. Yeah, what was that Tetris drink? I actually kind of liked it. G Fuel. Thought it was all right. But imagine choosing to get, one weekend representation for your product for Tetris players instead, instead of getting year-long representation for your product. I mean, silly choice by G Fuel. 504 for Pixelandy, 514 for Scotto. All right, Scotto into 19. This is kind of delicate here, but he's bringing it down. Could you taste the Tetraminos? Yeah, a little bit. There's all kinds of like nootropics in it, allegedly, whatever that stuff is, like, like alleged brain supplements. So it was definitely, tasting Tetraminos and touching them and seeing them. 572 for Pixelandy, 558 for Scotto. Scotto, clean. Andy, kind of setting up some crazy horizontal long bar burns. I mean, when are you ever going to see Andy doing that in a game except for this kind of mode? Hepta says, do you know about smart Rubik's Cubes, Vandy? They recognize what moves are done to the cube and can connect to devices with Bluetooth. Yeah, I was gonna... I wanted to purchase one of those, but then some of the cubers told me, don't do that, Vandy, don't get one. And I don't remember why they told me, but I just do whatever cubers tell me, so, so I just did that, and I don't know why. 638 for Pixelandy, 641 Scotto, so it's a tight one, and actually, it's tight real-time score, but Scotto is behind in lines. So he does have the score, the pace lead right now. The battery is difficult to change. Well, why wouldn't they do like a magnetic induction charger? That seems like obvious. There's a Dirty Tetris Column 4 manufactured by Pixelandy, 687. And there is one for Scotto Column 10. Oh, whoops. I accidentally hit the number 5 and 0 at the same time. That's what you guys were talking about? No, so you guys weren't explicit enough for me to understand what you were saying. But thank you. All right, Tetris for Scotto, 784. 742 for Pixelandy. Andy's on 28. Scotto just entering 27. All right, Scotto trying to get every clear that he can. He's just not getting bars when he needs them. 830 for Scotto. Tetris for Andy. He's at 828. Scotto has potentially 2 more Tetrises, but he's going to have to set up for them. He knows, but he has to take the burn. So now he's going to go for that one final Tetris. He's got no more burns left. And he's going to have to get it now. And he is not going to be able to get it. Let's see if he can bring this down with rolling. He seems to establish... Oh, wow, he did get one bar over to the right. And he gets another one. So he's still trying to bring this down with rolling. And the board just getting too unwieldy that is a top out for Scotto. And Pixelandy took this one 4-0, but that did not seem like a 4-0 match right there. Scotto played fantastic. You know, it's tough going into this kind of thing as not a roller, just like in every other open competition. But, you know, if you can put these rollers through their paces and, you know, really, you know, kind of stand toe-to-toe with them like nearly most of the time, I mean, that's pretty good. So, huge effort from Scotto. He played great. And, yeah, really, some of these rollers were, you know, kind of, you know, like, whoops, you know, like they were sweating. They were sweating. So GG Scotto, again, you played really, really well. And let's see, what are you, the orange bracket? Here, let's show you as a winner of the orange bracket. And we're going to put you in there, and you're going to look all excited and winner-like. So there he is, a winner, Andy. That is him. A Tristop to a barrel. Can I even do that if I, like, how would I make him do that? There he is. I can't move him. Oh, yeah, I can't move him left while spinning him. You can either rotate him or spin him, so I have to... Oh my god, it's Tristop. What the heck? Guys, Tristop was the winner. Oh. All right. Well, that is going to go ahead and let me report that, and then we'll do the whole wrap up here. Report for Scotto 0 monthly Tetris. Well... Was it inevitable? Oh my god, there he is. He's gone. Free 40 characters on Tristop? Alright, here you go. Perfect. Looks great. Okay, well, let's show you the bracket. And let's refresh the bracket. So, yeah, so there you go. Seeds 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Seeds 1, 2, 3, 4. What was I expecting? I don't know. I thought some of these, you know, rollers and tappers and dash players were going to, you know, scare one of these other players out. Didn't happen. End up with seeds 1, 2, 3, 4. What the heck? So it's going to be Pixelandy versus Paco is Taco. It'll be Miles versus me. Both of those should be exciting matchups, and then the finals, however it ends up, should be a pretty good one. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Don't know when the finals of this is going to be. Obviously, you have to schedule all the players and find out. But we got 13 days left in the month, which is crazy. So man, all our tournaments should be 16 players. Wow. Thanks to those of you who supported the stream. Gmart with the 1,111 bits. Dano222 with the super chat. I'm not sure why the other things are not coming up. Like, wait, let me refresh it. See if I can thank you manually. But yeah, the subscriptions not coming through. Not sure why. Thank you, Zook, for yours. Cousin Avi gifted 5 over to Twitch. Thank you very much. Eve Z with the Prime sub. Kat Kunuichi with the Prime sub as well. So thank you. And raids from Peak and Javanti. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, not sure why it's not coming up. I'll look into it. Patrons, thank you. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, Kanan, Taki, Middlesburger, and Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy, N, Kim M, Cat, Java T, Jason, Sunny, and Mila. Thank you for your support, and everybody else on the side, thank you for your support as well. Prize pool is up to 321.23, courtesy of 3 individuals, or 2 individuals. Was it 2? It was 2 individuals this stream. It was, let's say, Summer B, or Summer A, as the case may be, and Davis W. That got us up to 32123. So thank you for your support. Tomorrow, there's more. There's always Tetris. It's just always. It just never stops. It's like it's like monthly or something. Tomorrow we're gonna have some stuff for you. It's gonna be all masters, and let me show you what it is. So round of 16. We're going to do the Masters Blue top 16 match. It's going to be Sidnev versus Crab Rangoon. It's going to start at 4 p.m. Texas time, which is, let's see, 1600 local time plus 21 UTC. So 21 UTC, Sidnev versus Crab Rangoon. Okay? Then, pretty much right after that, it's going to be the entire orange and yellow quadrant played down to its semifinalist. That will be Dog versus Cole. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Miles and Guafi will go first, then Dog versus Cole. Winner versus winner for a semifinals spot. And then we're going to do Allenbot versus, this is all in a row. This is all nonstop, one stream. Pixelandy versus Allenbot. That's scheduled to start around 8 p.m. or 1 a.m. UTC. So that's what we got tomorrow. So make sure you're here. Can't wait to see you guys and hang out for that. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate y'all for hanging out. YouTube, thanks for keeping us company. Mr. Brain, Salty Seaman, Josh, Mr. Burrow, Jungle Cook, whoever else is in there. Thank you. Super Mark, everybody else. Lori, thank you. Good to see you. All right, take care, YouTube. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Twitch, what's up?